Hi, everybody. Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is, lambent. Where does this adjective, lambent, come from, and what does it mean? Well, if you've never heard it spoken, you can be forgiven. It's not spoken very much. It's usually written, and if you look at the very first definition in the dictionary, it will say playing lightly over or on a surface, which will be quite confusing until you realize they're talking usually about light. Like, oh, imagine a park bench and there's a tree over it and the wind blows and the light dapples and flickers on the surface of the park bench. This is what they're talking about. Soft radiance, physical light. We also use this word lambent figuratively all the time to describe self-expression, writing, poetry, dance, painting, things of that nature. Where does it come from? It comes from the Latin word lambere, meaning to lick, which makes no sense until you realize they're talking about fire. The tongues of fire licked and lapped away at the baseboard. That's what that means. Okay, now it comes into English in 1647 in the writing of a man named Cowley, Abraham Cowley. He was a very, very important poet, transitional figure between the first and the second half of the 17th century. Now, you may not know anything about British poetry, but let me just give you this really quick. First half of the 1600s, metaphysical poetry, John Donne. Second half, neoclassical poetry, Alexander Pope. And right in the middle is this man, Abraham Cowley, who writes poetry that transitions between the two. So, how do we use this word lambent today? Actually, it's pretty easy. Let me give you a sentence that is figurative first. The federal judge's decision was written with lambent clarity and brilliance, outlining the crimes against democracy committed by the defense. And how about this one for Earth Month? And this one's physical, okay? If you've never seen a lambent sunrise over drifting snow, you haven't lived and you're probably not from the frozen north as I am, but it's very beautiful. And finally, this is my personal sentence. I never liked poetry, believe it or not. I really could. It was like, just say it already. Don't make me figure it out. That's how I was. And until I read the lambent verses of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. He's the old jug of wine, loaf of bread, and thou fella. Great stuff. Okay, you guys, that's the word of the day. This is the last word of the day for the week. Please use it in the comments below. It's such a wonderful word. Go out and tell somebody they have a lambent personality. See what they say. Okay, I'll see you on Monday.